We welcome you in on the Long Island Sports Network here for this final varsity matchup of the night. This one got between the West Islip Lions and Connetquot Sayville T-Birds. Live here from the rinks in Hauppauge. My name is Ian Binky. We take you through the action here tonight. Two teams trying to get on track for West Islip, still looking for win number 1 of the season. Despite the leadership of their leading scorer here in Pollard, they haven't been able to get the results they've wanted here so far this season. We'll see if they can do so tonight against the T-Birds team that has been struggling as of late. After a win in the season opener, they've dropped their last 3 straight. They've been held to 2 goals or fewer in each of those last 3 games, including their 5-1 loss to Kings Park Comac in their last game. Now, they're 1-2, 0-1 on the season. They do have that 1 overtime loss as well. And you figure their key to success is going to have to be finding that groove on the power play. They had 2 goals in their season opening victory on the man advantage, but since then, they've got nothing. And they're going to try to get back on track here tonight. So the T-Birds take it on the Lions when we come back on the Long Island Sports Network. Looks like we're just about ready to go here in this one. West Islip looking for win number 1 of the season. T-Birds trying to end a losing streak as we're underway here in the nightcap in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Early move in for Connetquot. Sayville called off for offside. So a whistle. The first one comes just 10 seconds in. It's picked up in the defensive zone by Logan Booth. Sent to the near side here, seeing some heat coming per day Gets off the hit, tries to move up the near side, connects with Logan Booth. Booth leaves behind the goal. Met there by the T-Birds. They go back on the attack up top with King. King looking for the tip in front. That's kicked down. And then Cummings back out towards the net. So pushing and shoving towards the net front. Logan Booth was knocked down after a collision with some players from West Islip. Now that puck taken clear by the Lions. Dancing inside. Here's a chance in front. Jammed wide off the rush down the other end for Kieran Pollard. Pollard slams on the brakes over on the far side. Kicks it out up towards the point. Settled down by Charles Salamone. Trying to keep that alive. Albertelli at the point, but taken away by Connetquot Sayville and Logan Booth. Booth tries to drive in towards the net, but that's covered up for another whistle and defensive zone faceoff coming up for West Islip. This puck carried in by West Islip. Here's a chance in. That's saved by Clark. Rather, Westoff, Richie Westoff in goal here tonight for Connetquot Sayville. Taking away an early look for William Shields. Settled down by Spencer Jordan now on the far side. This dumped in, comes towards the net. Westoff wanted to play it, but instead it comes over to the near side. Reset there, but mishandled by Shields. Unable to hold that in. So it's just flipped forward here, and now the T-Birds back with the puck. On the far side to it first, Ethan Burdett for Connetquot Sayville. Burdett goes behind the net, wanted to wrap it around, but now hands up top to Haggerty. Haggerty mishandles, almost forced into a turnover by Salamone. Ethan Burdett provides support for his D-man and now carries forward. Burdett hit down to the ice. A big check thrown by Andrew Merviak. Now Kieran Pollard tries to play this puck, and he does, but he's offside. So play whistle dead here. Look at the goaltending matchup here. Colin Hovanek is back out there for West Islip. Been a workhorse for them all season long. Taking on Richie Westoff, making his third appearance, looking for his first win. Goes to the side of the net. Played out of there by Hovanek. Now looking over out in front. Flipped in by Kieran Pollard. He was knocked down as he dumped in. Still comes on target, forcing the cover up from Richie Westoff. Pardon, that's Tyler Sapoff in goal for West Islip. They had removed him from the roster for whatever reason when you're jotting it down before game, but he's back out there now. So we'll fill you in on his stats when we get a moment. Actually, I do believe, have it pinned down as to why he was taken off the roster, but we'll fill you in on that when we get a moment. There's a chance to work forward for Kieran Pollard, but now it's directed back out to center ice. So believe they might have done that because he got an assist a game or two ago, did Sapoff. So with the need to put him in and put him on the point sheet, they listed him as a skater, which had then kind of wiped his goaltending stats clean, and he got moved onto the forward lines, but back now in between the pipes, and they do have him listed in there as a goaltender. Get you some of his stats on the season when we get a moment. Kieran Pollard tried to work forward on the near side, but Trevor Rodeker there to break that up. Making some progress, Tyler Hopkins on the near side. Hopkins sends out in front. That's knocked down by Nick Diodolo, but now taken back by Kieran Pollard up the ice for West Islip. Pollard tries a shot. That's blocked partially by the defender for West Ice, or rather for Josh King for Connetquot Sayville. Logan Booth fires one. Sapov saves with the stick. Carried ahead by William Shields for the Lions. Shields works in against Haggerty. He gets a piece of that one with his leg. Wheel around on a wheel and a half out there now. As it's fed out in front, there's a chance for Salamone. His shot blocked. And again got a piece of Haggerty, who blocks off this pass on the far side. Haggerty then shoved rudely to the ice on the reverse check down low. That was thrown, big shock by Merviak, his second big hit of the game. This played with a high stick by Merviak, and he opts to let Connetquot Sayville play it here, and they score! Logan Booth takes advantage, 1-0 T-Birds. Here with Merviak playing that with the high stick. You really, in that part of the ice, just want to play it, but instead he allows the T-Birds to take full advantage with Andrew Snyder working to the far side, finding a loose man in Logan Booth, firing it in for his 4th goal of the year, putting the T-Birds on the board first. As much as, as a defender, you don't want to concede a defensive zone faceoff. Still, when you notice that there's 2 players in on the opposing team trying to set something up there, just take the defensive zone draw, as this is whistled down for offside against the T-Birds, with Booth unable to hold that puck on the right side of the blue line. It's frigid conditions here today inside the rinks in Hauppauge. Got a flannel and a sweatshirt on, and it's not enough. It's still cold conditions up here in our broadcast booth, with colder temperatures as well in the Long Island area. Saw record lows scheduled for tonight. This is carried in by the T-Birds. Another shot on the far side. This one blocked down by Tyler Sapov. Now cleared out of there by the West Islip Lions with Nicholas Perpall. Pass on the near side connects with man on the right wing, then fed over to the far side boards by Lucas De Rienzo. Stick lifted, creates some space now for the T-Birds with Ethan Burdett. Burdett, pass out into the slot. The shot goes wide. Another good look for Logan Booth right in the middle. Roddicker sends towards the net, looking for a tip. Just missed Andrew Snyder's stick, as the Lions able to clear here on the far side. Then bounces off a couple of sticks. Some more room at the back for Logan Booth. Booth rips inside, kicked out by the goaltender Sapov. Back to the near side for Roddicker, a shot that hit off of Booth and goes wide. Top line for the T-Birds. Chances in bunches. Booth sets up for the one-time shot from Burdett, just ripped wide. And now some space on the far side for Kieran Pollard. Pollard splits the D. Pollard's in. He scores. Kieran Pollard draws things level. Man, oh man, what a play from Kieran Pollard. You figured when he had that much space on the left wing, he would make some magic happen. 1-on-2, but you like those odds with Kieran Pollard. Just splits the difference and then dekes Richie Westov into oblivion. Nothing to do for the Connetquot Sayville netminder. And the 7th goal of the season for Kieran Pollard puts his team right back in it here, all tied at 1, under 8 minutes to go, period 1. It's one that he will remember. He gets a lot of goals, but that's one that he'll want to bookmark, as this one blocked up and into the rafters, out of play. So first goal from Logan Booth on the setup from Andrew Snyder, then that one unassisted for Kieran Pollard. just under 2 minutes later, making it a 1-1 game between Connetquot, Sayville, and West Islip here on the Long Island Sports Network. Comes down low, feet out in front, good save from Tyler Sapoff on a player right in front for the T-Birds. That was Gavin Bizel. Now up the other side for Shields, rips one off the corner, boards wide. Murviak settles things back down in the defensive zone for West Islip after that shot came all the way down the ice. Paul Wagner trying to fight for it along with Bizel, but Shields strips it back the other way. William Shields rips for a shot that's blocked, then into the netting behind the goal, out of play. Good work covering defensively for the T-Birds. Chris Esposito getting in the way of that effort from William Shields on the far side. So face-off to resume play on the right of Richie Westoff in goal for Connetquot Sayville. Promised some stats on Tyler Sapoff. Can get them to you now. 2 games played so far this season. Hasn't had the results he would have liked so far in goal, but does have 2 assists on the year, which leads all goaltenders here in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Figure that's got to count for something, an impressive stat, no doubt. Quite often on the give and go with Kieran Pollard. This one kept in by Castellino on the near side. His shot kicked out by Westoff. Rebound fired off the post. Kieran Pollard a chance to get back-to-back goals, put his team in front as he feeds this one wide, and it'll come all the way back out to the defensive third for the Alliance. Now this puck handed over to Logan Booth. Booth already on the attack, wraps down low for the T-Birds. Booth passes out in front. That's intercepted by Christopher Castellino. Now taken forward by Pollard. Pollard, he's in. He scores. Kieran Pollard double dips. West Islip leads. And he showed up today wearing a different uniform, and you think to yourself initially, who's this guy? But then you see his play style on the ice, and you immediately know that's Kieran Pollard. Just cuts through the defense, and it slots it home against Westoff. Just gets such impressive lift with his shots. He's able to get into a good position to score, but sometimes guys have difficulties elevating the puck to get it over the pads. Not Kieran Pollard. Does it to perfection there, giving his team the lead. T-Birds trying to get it back with Birday. His shot wide. Comes back up top. A shot knocked down by Sapoff. Settled down in the corner by Connetquot Sayville. Trying to wrap it around Logan Booth, but Sapoff gets there to shut that down on the near side post. Goals number 7 and 8 of the season for Kieran Pollard. Tied things up and now has put West Islip in front. This puck taken clear by William Shields for West Islip. They move on side here as he pokes to the near side dasher. Move to the front is picked off by the T-Birds, but they can't clear. Pass out into the middle. A shot knocked up into the air and behind the net on the effort from Perpal. Now back up top, reset there. The one-time look for Ispo. It goes wide off the stick of Ispo. Another effort from the point. That's knocked down high and wide. Board battle here near side half wall. Picked up by Shields. Quick shot. That just got by the netminder in Westoff, but goes wide of the target. Now this one taken clear by King for Connetquot Sayville. Josh King flips this in as his team in the middle of a change. Good work though from Josh King, just holding this in the attacking zone, waiting for his top line to get out there. They force the turnover. Pass across, looking for Booth was Snyder, trying to get that same setup on the goal. But that fails. Now it comes up the other way. Hit it over to Kieran Pollard. Pollard fires, glove save, Westoff fed right back out in front for Perpal, but he couldn't get the shot on. Bourdais left that puck behind. It's picked back up again for Kieran Pollard. Pollard shifts inside. Gets down low. Ran out of room. Goes behind the net now, does Pollard. Double team down low, but gets around it. Pollard feeds across some room there. It's mishandled, though, by Thomas Albertelli. Comes back behind the net. They're looking for a man out in front, but James Rogler tied up. And the T-Birds go on the counterattack with Snyder. Snyder, the drop pass to Booth. One more. Feed out in front. That goes wide. And now room at the back. Odd man rush for Kieran Pollard. Pollard fires. Took his defender's stick with him. That's the amount of force he had. Esposito gets the shot block, but now wheeling around there without a twig. They finally pick up that stick as it's fettered back out to mid-ice. T-Birds go for a wholesale change. That allows Shields to move in right wing. William Shields into the corner, tied up there into a board battle with King. Connetquot Sayville take clear, 2.5 left. Wagner looks for space. It stays in with Josh King. Tries to dump it down low to Wagner. He kicks it over to Gavin Bizel. And a player tripped up, and the T-Birds heading to the power play. See who's headed off here. It looks to be Albertelli, and it is. Thomas Albertelli, 2 minutes for tripping up Gavin Bizel. And with 2:17 left to go in the first period, T-Birds get the first power play of the game. As we mentioned, they're just 2 for 9 on the season. That's not a bad number when you consider they started off 2 for 3 on opening night. And since then, it's been an immense struggle over their last 6. Charles Salomon gets possession off the draw, sends down the ice. Good work despite losing out at the faceoff dot. Chris Esposito organizes near side, tries to pass forward to Alex Borilski, but now taken in by Bourdais. Ethan Bourdais feeds out in front. It's caught up in the pads, fed out into the middle. Disorganization, though, from the T-Birds forces the reset up top with Logan Booth. Booth into the corner. Trying to feed it out to the trailer there, but that's knocked away before it reaches the man. And Bourdais taken clear. Now the shot at the other end for Pollard, high and wide. Kieran Pollard, the intercept at center, sends this one up into the roof, out of play. Meanwhile, you look at the PK on the year for West Islip, and it's been a real tough time for them. Only have killed 3 of the 7 penalty kills that they've gone on this year. So far, this one looking pretty good, though. Making life difficult on the T-Birds as Borilski passes up top to Booth. Booth pass is blocked away by Castellino. Comes down low with the penalty half gone. Bourdais holds up top at the point. Looks for some space against Shields. Dumps down low to Alex Borilski. Borilski feeds to the far side. Back up top to Booth. Booth connects with Wagner. Tries the cross-ice feed. That's picked off easily by Castellino. Castellino tries to move in short-handed, but that's shut down by the T-Birds. Now moved in again with Ethan Bourdais. Bourdais tries to shift around. Leaves it low to Borilski. Up top to Esposito. Across to Booth. Booth fires. Looks for the tip out in front. Sapoff able to make the stop. And now a whistle here. And it looks like they've spotted a penalty in front of net. See what this is all about here. Coincidental penalties it is, with both Borilski and a player for the Lions heading off. That's Anthony Isapo. So both get roughing minors. And T-Birds stay on the power play for the next 9 seconds. And they're going to work out the penalties on the board here. Officials making sure that the score clock is right. Should be about 9 seconds on the Connetquot Sayville power play still. "14 seconds. Is that about? I suppose that's close enough. It's knocked in by William Shields. This will effectively kill off that penalty. And indeed it does. Player out of the box in Albertelli. And we're back to five-a-side hockey for the final 10 seconds of the first. Josh King looking to find a pass over on the right side. Nothing doing there. Now taken back by the T-Birds with 3 seconds on the clock. Wagner needing to find a lane towards the net, sends it towards the front. That's blocked away by Pollard to send West Islip back to the benches with a 1-goal lead after 15 on the Long Island Sports Network. Set and ready to go for period 2 with West Islip out in front by a goal. Both the goals by Kieran Pollard. As we're underway for the middle frame, Arthur Merviak back in his own end, organizing play for the Lions. Give and go to Kieran Pollard. That's a pretty smart move. Pollard closed off quickly. Support arrives as it's poked ahead again by DeRienzo. Pollard back on the left wing. His shot or pass, whatever was supposed to be, blocked off. Has it back again right side into the slot. The shot from Pollard, high velocity, but over the net. Picked up by Perpall in the corner. Nicholas Perpall out in front, they score! Fired in by Spencer Jordan, his first of the year, 3-1 Lions. See here, watch Spencer Jordan here. Just trying to make himself available for the pass, and it's finally fed over. And a great shot from Jordan on the setup from Perpall. Third assist of the year for Nick Perpall, and that one's a really nice one, setting up his teammate right in front. The dish to Spencer Jordan. Finds the back of the net, his first of the year. Making it 3-1 West Islip, working with a 2-goal lead. Wheels really seem to be spinning right now for Connetquot Sayville. Just not able to get anything going as Chase Haggerty slows things down with Josh King in his own end. That pass missed everyone on the far side. It's an icing call. Just the passes not finding their targets like they used to or did back in the season opener. And you feel like there's some kind of similarities here to the T-Birds from last season. They had some early season success. Big slump in the middle of the year before turning it on late to get one of those last few playoff spots. This one fed out in front, looking for some space there with a pass intended for Rogler, but he is tied up. Westhoff able to pounce on the loose puck. For the T-Birds, you need to figure things out fast because there's a lot of talent in the league this year, and there's pretty deep when you look down at the standings. 7, 8, 9, 10 going to be separated by just a handful of points. You don't want to fall behind early and need to play catch-up like you did last season. Logan Booth closed out by Merviak there, but able to get back on it. Moved it down low to Ethan Burdett. Burdett's pass out towards the middle, intercepted by Ryan Flynn and cleared out. Is taken ahead, though, by West Islip. Reset on the near side. Back up towards the top. A long-range slapper by Isipal goes wide. Merviak sends towards the net. That's tipped wide by Flynn. Back here near side to Merviak. Merviak looking towards the net. That's blocked away. Comes back out towards Westhoff, and he's able to make the save. Now the T-Birds having trouble just clearing out of their own end. It's really uncharacteristic for Connetquot Sayville, especially with that Logan Booth line, the top line out there. Booth, Burdett, and company just couldn't get it out. Rodiker on the far side for Connetquot Sayville, trying to work it, move up the ice there. That's nothing doing. Now Kieran Pollard dispossessed on the near side on the poke by Villani. Good play by Gavin Bizel. Bizel down low, hands behind the net to Wagner, but that's cut off by Merviak and taken clear by Castellino. T-Birds dump in with Bizel. They go on the forecheck now, but the Lions break through it. Set up from Pollard, looking for a man on the near side. Can't connect there. Josh King advances for Connetquot Sayville. Paul Wagner, a good check on the far side, knocks his man down. Physical play continues as it's moved forward by Wagner. King looks for space on the near side with Bizel. Bizel pokes around trying to connect with Ogburn. Ogburn in the mix there as there's a shot from the point by Wagner. Just skims wide. A race to this loose puck. Eyes lit up from Kieran Pollard, but couldn't get to the biscuit as Gavin Bizel dumps in, heads to the bench for a change. Lions try to take advantage, but that pass cut out by Josh King, who hangs out here and makes sure that they're not shorthanded at the back. King from the corner, works to the far side for Connetquot Sayville with Rodiker. T-Birds take advantage of a bounce off the skate of the referee on the far side. Can't make much out of that as the forechecking pressure of West Islip forces a turnover. It's handed over to Spencer Jordan, now to Kieran Pollard down low. Pollard trying to dance out in front of net. Spins for a shot, saved by Westhoff, and he gobbles up to it. This knocked down into the corner. Massey trying to clear for the T-Birds, and he gets it out to center. The T-Birds have been caught in their own zone for most of this second period so far. They're caught on the defensive again. Here's Shields moving inside. That closed off quick. Reset up top now with Jordan. Spencer Jordan back over to Shields. Now into the corner. Met up top by Albertelli. Albertelli rips one into the glove of Westall. .9:38 to go in the second. 2-goal lead for West Islip. This fed over to Massey far side for Connetquot Sayville. Few players making themselves open there on the far side. A big hit from Hall. And there's a tripping call. Looks like they're going to nab Hall here. First chance on the power play now for West Islip after tripping call goes against Brady Hall. Comes with 9:25 left to go in the second period. Now this West Islip power play unit goes to work. And if it's been a struggle for Connetquot Sayville, you could really say that as well here for West Islip. They're just 1 for their first 13 this season. A lone goal from Charles Salamo. Merviak directs over to the near far side point. Flip pass to Pollard. Pollard couldn't find room to work. Now he takes it up to the top. Pollard feeds across. Great timing play set up with Nick Perpal, but he couldn't fire it in. T-Birds take it clear, but nearly tapped in by Nicholas Perpal to make it 4-1. Nice give and go to Merviak. Merviak links up far side with Shields, but his attempted move-in fails. Now a reset needed with Merviak. Shields, right wing move. Into the middle to Pollard. Kieran Pollard up to the top. Feeds past Booth, now gets it back. Walks the blue line to Albertelli. Comes down low to Shields. Wanted to move into the middle with Perpal. He was there. Feed out into the middle again. T-Birds clear as far as the blue line. This shot blocked. Comes over to the corner to Esposito for Connetquot Sayville. He can clear if he wants to, and he does. Might have been trying to see if Booth got open for a shorthanded look. But now he's able to take the puck. Set over for the one-time shot. They score! Paul Wagner, while shorthanded, brings it now to 3-2. Great vision and patience shown here by Logan Booth. He saw Wagner coming across, his eyes up, allowed him to make that pass, the one-time fire from Wagner into the back of the net, past Tyler Sapoff. Short-handed strike for Connetquot Sayville, their first of the year. Brings it back to a one-goal game. Jordan fires one that's kicked out of there by Richie Westhoff. Over to the far side to Bizel. Bizel clears. One sent all the way down, chased down by Paul Wagner. Merviak able to get to it, but Wagner fishes it out of his reach. Penalty comes to an end. A successful penalty kill for multiple reasons for Connetquot Sayville. They're back within one. Wagner just fired in his first goal of the season. Directs that one wide of the cage. Bizel back to Wagner. Wagner looking out in front to Bizel. Couldn't connect the dots there, as there's a big hit on the far side by Ogburn. Puck does come up the other way with Charles Salamone. Salamone, the drop pass to Spencer. Spencer Jordan there, unable to make a move. Now Richard Ogburn up the other way. Ogburn forced into giving it back now to connect to the Lions with Thomas Albertelli. Wagner dumps in past the halfway point of this game. 6.5 nearly left in the second period. So 1-goal lead now for West Islip. The narrowest of margins after the shorthanded strike from Paul Wagner. Ethan Burdett. Oh, nice move in. Doesn't have the support. So he takes it in down low. Now feeds over, was looking for the setup there with Andrew Snyder right off the bench. But now the T-Birds take it in with a shot from Logan Booth. That's high and wide. Alex Barilski takes a check from the as opposite number 5, and James Rogler moves it down low to Booth. Logan Booth all the way up top to Burdett. Now back to the left wing to Booth. Feed across, settled down by Esposito. Jason Esposito takes down low. Into the corner. Few players there. Finds Booth. Back across. They score! Alex Barilski, the tip in. We're tied. Fantastic puck movement here from this unit. Esposito waits for time. I don't think he was trying to pass to Logan Booth, but it worked out. And then Booth draws the attention of the netminder away from the goal. And then the tap in for Alex Barilski, his first goal of the season. Makes it a brand new hockey game with 5:37 left in the second. So Logan Booth has had a hand in all 3 goals for Connetquot Sayville. This puck turned over to West Islip. A move in from Kieran Pollard, knocked aside by Westhoff, but the danger not clear. Pollard back out in front as he shoved the net off, did Westhoff. And whistle blows play dead after the shot fired wide. Finishing up that point on Logan Booth, he's had a hand in all 3 goals, got the first goal for Connetquot Sayville, and then the pass to set up each of the last 2 has been phenomenal, bringing things level to 3-3. Possession off the puck drop belongs to Connetquot Sayville. The T-Birds wait for time. The long pass from Ethan Burdett connects with Logan Booth. Great pass down the ice. Good recovery defensively, though, from Christopher Castellino. Delays that move forward, but now Booth takes back behind the net. Booth looking out in front, trying to link up with his man there, and Snyder. That move fails. And the Lions fire down the ice for the icing call with 4:44 left in the second. Theodolu looking for some space there, couldn't find any. Comes up top to King, pins down low. Looking for some space out in front, Theo Tanzi. Good creative move, now plays the body on William Shields, holds the puck in. This one fired wide of the target, now picked up by Merviak for West Islip. Andrew Merviak working that puck clear. Take it back in again for Theo Tanzi, left wing for the T-Birds. Good strong work on defense there, taking the puck back for West Islip and directed back out to center. Now the T-Birds going on the attack as they've got all the momentum. They got back-to-back goals to tie things up, but that's why West Islip put Kieran Pollard back out there. However, he was shoved off the puck on a nice play from Josh King. Now the setup to Hopkins. Tyler Hopkins knocked down. Penalty coming up here against Andrew Merviak. It's a roughing call against Merviak. Sending the T-Birds back to the man advantage. This is just what they wanted here. You get the game tied up. Now go a player up for the next 2 minutes. 3:39 left to go in the second period. They got a chance to retake the lead to Connetquot Sayville. 0 for 1 on the power play tonight. They win the draw, send back up top to Esposito. Set up near side to Burde, back up top to Jason Esposito. In the corner, no room to work there. Logan Booth trying to flip it along the boards. That's shut off by DeRienzo and then cleared out by the Lions. Work on the far side by Lucas DeRienzo, not allowing Booth to feed it down low. A move for Logan Booth. Carries it forward here, Booth. Down into the corner. Holds up on the far side. Passes over to Barilski. Back to Logan Booth. Booth waiting for the move to Barilski. Comes instead over to the Esposito. His shot wide. Fired again by Booth off the outside of the net. Logan Booth. Saucer feed wanted it to come to the top, but it's picked off by Salomon and cleared. Three hockey game here. 2:24 left to go in the second. T-Birds on the power play as they carry it in with Burde. His shot partially blocked there into the corner by Albertelli. Albertelli back on it for West Islip. He takes clear, connects with the pass with Perpal, but Perpal not really wanting to go on the shorthanded rush. Does go on the forecheck though while down a man. Nice move from Booth to get around Shields. Logan Booth dances towards the net, but that was kicked away by the defender DeRienzo. But his clearing attempt fails. Picked up again by Booth near side. Comes down low. Then up out in front, and that's fired wide by Wagner. As the penalty expires, we're back to five-a-side hockey. Booth rips one off the mask of Tyler Sapoff. Comes behind the goal for West Islip, William Shields with possession for the Lions. Good burst of speed, gets around the defender, but then lost possession as he carried it inside. Andrew Snyder trying to set up the long pass forward to Bizel. Bizel out in front looking for the tip in that just missed the stick of Hall. Salomon sent forward to Pollard. Kieran Pollard dances back. Looks to the near side to Salomon with a minute left in period 2. Pass up towards the point, unable to reach Merviak fresh out of the box. So he has to fetch it now in his own defensive end. Bounces to Merviak. Directed by Pollard. Given back to him from Salomon, but then mishandled by Pollard. There's a penalty coming here. There's a knee-on-knee contact right in the middle from Salomon. See if they get him for the kneeing call, or they call a trip, but it looked like knee-on-knee contact from here. Either way, it's 2 minutes up on the board against Salomon for a minor. T-Birds right back to the power play, 0 for 2 tonight. That second unit out there with Bizel taking the drop. Possession comes up top towards King, looking for the deflection from Bizel, ends up off the glass. Rodeker can't handle that puck. Pollard applying some pressure, but they get past it. Bizel, the drop to Wagner. Feed across. Hall was tied up there with 15 seconds left to go. Bizel. Off the boards up top to Rodeker. His shot through traffic goes wide. Sapoff didn't ever see it. As this directed out to neutral ice. And the period comes to a close. And we're all tied up after 2. Knotted up at 3 between Connetquot Sayville and West Islip. Stay tuned for the third and final period of regulation coming up here on the Long Island Sports Network. Apologies for the tech issues there. We're back in action now. At 8:30 left to go. There's Andres back on it now, the defensive end for Connetquot Sayville. Birday working in. There's a shot from the point, blockered out by Sapov. On the long-range look from Andrew Snyder. Pollard works in, the shot just glances high. Ethan Birday from his own end, 7:40 left. Booth moves inside here. Logan Booth moves in, but just lost the puck after a great move towards the net. Now the backhanded shot from Barilski goes wide. Bouncing puck finally scooped to the far side boards by William Shields. Carried into the zone by Perpal. Nicholas Perpal tries a shot coming up high. Saved by Westhoff for the whistle here. T-Birds move to the near side to clear. This one takes a tip forward. But no icing, forcing the play from Andrew Merviak. Merviak looking forward here, finds the lane forward to Pollard. But Pollard hit to the boards. Puck skitters over to Gavin Bizel. Bizel looking to the near side. Barilski gets to that in front of Pollard. But Castellini fires one. Castellino's shot is up and into the chest and held on to by Richie Westhoff. .6:30 left in the third period. And it's still anybody's game. Merviak to the face-off win from Pollard. Move to the near side. Back to Kieran Pollard. That's taken away by the T-Birds. Their attempted clear comes back out into the middle. Pollard wants the pass. He got the shot off, but that's a pad stop from Westhoff. Quick shot from the far side. Screen was Westhoff, never saw it, and it hit off the post. Oh, the T-Birds bailed out there. A great shot from the far side, but just sent wide on Merviak's effort off the pipe. T-Birds work forward with Logan Booth. Booth driven away from the puck with Merviak in his shot and his good work positioning himself. Rodeker looks towards the net. His shot blocked off the skate of Merviak. Kieran Pollard slows play down. Works against the forecheck of Nick Massey and opts to just dump it down along the boards where it's met by Rodeker. Logan Booth sends into his own defensive zone corner. Waits for the line change to be completed here for the T-Birds. Now with 5 minutes left, they charge forward with Ethan Birday. That's whistled down for offside, as Andrew Snyder couldn't keep his feet on the right side of the blue stripe. Booth drags inside, but that's taken away from his stick by Albertelli. Stays in the zone here on the play by Birday, but then directed out again by Salomon for West Islip. Salomon tries to intercept the pass, but it's bumped back by Birday to Logan Booth. Booth to the near side, carries in. Logan Booth chips into the slot. Nothing to work with there. Comes to the far side, now handed up top to Esposito. Chris Esposito's shot knocked aside by Sapov. Comes into the corner. There's a shot right into the glove of Sapov. He holds on with 4:15 left in the third. No further scoring in period 3. And it's still anybody's game. Next goal could be the game winner, or it could even see a slew of goals late. It's yet to be seen. It's knocked down the ice by West Islip. Puck gathers some snow late there, but still has enough on it for the icing call. It stays in the defensive zone for West Islip. Lions win the draw again. Merviak trying to link up with Pollard. That's picked off by Josh King. Castellino can't move forward for the Lions. It's dumped in by Richard Ogburn. Merviak, a pressure coming from Paul Wagner. Spins off of that. Now looks to move to Spencer Jordan. Good reach by Bizel. Holds that in for the T-Birds, but Merviak back on possession until it finds its way back to Bizel. Down low to Wagner. Wraparound try. That goes behind the net. And the Lions able to clear again. Brilski legs out the puck there out in front of Kieran Pollard. Dumped in by Connetquot Sayville as they start a line change. Forwards that stay out there go on the forecheck. The puck stays in the zone here with Wagner. Stick lift. With the puck forced free. Back out the middle of the ice with King pinning back in for Connetquot Sayville. He holds Merviak to the wall. West Islip desperately wanted a call, didn't get one. It's a backhanded shot on the far side. Is stopped by Sapov. Carried forward now by Merviak. Merviak lost the handle. Dumped in down low, looking to Jordan, just missed him. Kieran Pollard set up for the one-time blast. That's knocked aside by Westhoff. Out to the middle of the ice, nearly picked up by Booth. But now knocked over to the far side to Esposito. Chris Esposito moves in. He's knocked down, no call. Out to the mid-ice. Center ice move from Kieran Pollard. Drives towards the net. He scores! Kieran Pollard, the hat trick. 1-goal lead for West Islip. See here the hold on the near side from Paul. Able to feed it over to Pollard. And then he does what he does best. Carving up defenses. In alone on Westhoff. Open up the pads and able to find some daylight. Timeout called by Connetquot Sayville. With 2:04 left, Kieran Pollard, his third goal of the game, has given the Lions the lead late. Can they hold it? We'll have to see right here on the Long Island Sports Network. 2:04 left after the Kieran Pollard goal. Third of the game, ninth of the season, to give West Islip the lead late over Connetquot Sayville, looking for their first win of the year. As this one knocked in deep by the T-Birds, trying to get the game-tying goal. Worked out here to the near side. Trying to force it into the middle. William Shields strips it away for West Islip, dumps in. Minute 40 left. Salomon chases it down, but Chris Esposito wins the race to it. Good holding at the point from Purpall. Purpall down low. Over to Shields. Couple of T-Birds get in the way of that move. They flip back out to center, but they need to keep possession. This will allow them to do it. A dump in for the Lions to go for a line change with a minute 18 left. Keep an eye on Westhoff as his team works forward with it. Now he heads over towards the bench. Westhoff for the extra attacker. Collision there in the middle allows the puck to be flipped clear by West Islip with a minute left to go. Looking for win number 1 of the campaign. Held by Chris Esposito. For its move to the right wing by Booth. Looking to Burdett here near side. Set up to the top to King. King looking for the tip in front from Booth. That's sent wide. Shot from the near side. Blockered away. Comes back to Chris Esposito. His shot blocked in front by Castellino. Up top Burdett. 27 seconds left. Shot from the far side. Glove save and a beauty. Tyler Sapov, the stop. They were trying to work on the far side. Burdett sent over there to the chance for Logan Booth. Booth just ripped one. Well, Booth was parked over on the near side, but T-Birds were looking for some space, couldn't find any. Net still empty. 6 attackers out there. Burdett into the corner for Booth. 16 seconds left. Looking for a lane. Logan Booth out in front. Reset by Chris Esposito. His shot blocked. Kieran Pollard trying to clear. It does come clear with Purpall. Everyone needs to get back on side. 3 seconds left. It's not enough time. And West Islip gets win number 1 of the season. Great push from this Lions team. You get great goaltending from Tyler Sapov, some excellent saves, and then timely goal scoring from Kieran Pollard. Who else? He gets a hat trick to help the Lions get win number 1 of the campaign. We take Thursday off, then back with more action from the rinks in Hauppauge on Friday night. As always, here from the Long Island Sports Network, my name is Ian Binky. We'll see you next time. Till then, take care and have a good one.